I'm Tracy Sayers, and I'm from Coeburn, Virginia.
So, what was it like growing up in Coeburn?
I didn't grow up in Coeburn. I grew up in Scott County, which is just right over the line. But Scott County, Russell County, and Wise County are all pretty much the same. We're a mountain area. We're good folk. Everybody knows everybody. So it was nice growing up here.
You said your dad was.
My dad was in the U.S. Navy, and he was on a submarine. So we were stationed in Connecticut before I was 4 years old. And we came down here to Russell County to visit my grandparents. He went on leave and came to get us, but he got killed in a car accident on his way down. So we've lived in Russell County when I was 4. Then we moved to Scott County. And then when I grew up, I moved to Wise County.
And how has this area changed? I know you're a neighboring county, but how has the area changed since you were a girl till now?
We seem to, what's the word for it? We've came out as far as much more to do nature-wise. I mean, we've tried to find things for kids to do. We don't have a lot like when you see museums in other towns and things like that, but we have nature and we have mountains and we hike, and there's all kinds of things that we didn't have when I was smaller, but we still don't have a lot.
You said your husband, what does he do?
My husband works in the coal mining industries. He works on coal cables. He repairs the coal cables that go down in the mines, and he repairs the high mining belts for high wall mines. So he did work at Fournier, which was a furniture company in St. Paul, Virginia, but when it closed its doors, the only thing left is coal. So.
And what's happening with coal here?
The government and a lot of other agencies want to put a lot of regulations on coal because of the emissions. And while I understand that, and I want the earth to last a good long time too, what they're doing is taking food off of children's plates. Because when they close down the coal mines, the men don't have anywhere else to go. Especially when they're over age, it's hard to get a new job when you've worked so long in one industry to go and do something else.
So what's it doing to the area?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of our younger children are leaving. There's nothing here for them to hold on to. So they go out to other states and other places. The ones who do stay, it seems like they turn to vices that they shouldn't. I mean, we have a lot more drugs than we had 20 years ago. We have a lot more drinking than we had 20 years ago. And people don't want to stay in an area where there's nothing to do and where there's no jobs. Why would you? So when they're putting regulations on what we do and they're not training the men who already work for new jobs, they're not leaving anything for us.
And why are you here at the health wagon?
Because I have no health insurance.
Okay, I come to the health wagon because...
I'm sorry. I come to the health wagon because I have no health insurance. And I receive excellent care here under Paula Mead. I don't have any health insurance because to receive aid in Virginia and you're married, you can't get, as long as there's a man working or a spouse, you can't receive aid through a social service. If I was single, I could receive aid through Medicaid, but I'm not. So I also checked on Obamacare. I tried to do the sites twice and it crashed down. So I ended up calling and talking to a boy. We talked for like an hour and a half. And then he told me that I did not qualify. There's a household of 7. We have 5 children, and there's my husband and myself. And we didn't qualify, and we make less than $35,000 a year. So he told me I did, however, get approved for 25 different insurance companies. And the premium started out at $280 a month and went up to $2,000 a month. We bring home less than $2,300 a month. So that's just not doable. And that's why I come to the health wagon.
What is your favorite place?
Oh, did you hear this question before? The favorite place, we're in Virginia. What's your favorite place in Virginia and kind of why?
My favorite place in Virginia right now would be the Lay's Hardware building across the road. My child takes banjo lessons over there, and on Friday nights we have a jam session. And on Saturday nights you can come and you can listen to live music and you can dance and square dance and clog and do whatever you want to do. And it's just the heart of my hometown.
It seems like something they would have done here in the old days.
It is. It's a lot of following the traditions, trying to give the children something. We have mountain music in Mountain Empire Community College. It runs for 1 week in the summertime. And a lot of the times the children take Wise Jams, which is what they call it. It's a musical program. The children learn the fiddle, the banjo, and the guitar. My son takes banjo. So, I mean, it's just, it's a part of our traditions. It's who we are, bluegrass and gospel.
So what do you hope for your kids? Do you want them to stay here? You said you have 5 kids, right?
I do.
Start from how many kids you have and what you want for them.
Okay, I have 5 children, the littlest and ranging from 19 months, the oldest to 13. I want them to stay in this area. I understand if they can't, if we don't have the businesses or the coal that is our main industry. But I do want them to stay in this area. I want them to visit anywhere in the world they want to, but I want them to come home to mama. So, you know, my son's really, really good with math. So I'm trying to push him toward accounting, something I know is always going to be there, you know, death and taxes. Somebody's got to do them. So I want him to do that. And then my little girl, she's smart as a tack and she loves horses. So I'd like for her to go around away and train as an equestrian and maybe come back and start a horse stable or something, because that's what she loves. The 8-year-olds, one's a princess, one's a tomboy. They have no idea what they want to be yet. But I want the best for them, whatever it is.
And how, again, would you describe the people of this area?
Well, we're good folk. We're friendly. You stop, we'll say hi. We talk to anyone and everyone. You break down, I'm going to stop and help you. It's just who we are.
Can you say that again with the breaking down part?
If you break down on the side of the road, I'm going to stop and help you. It's who we are.
A couple more questions. What's in your backyard?
In my backyard, there is a swing set and 2 go-karts and a trampoline and a creek. I think everywhere you go, you're going to find a creek in the backyard or a railroad.
Just 2 more questions. What do you want to say about this area for people who don't know anything about it in Virginia, other Virginians?
For other Virginians who haven't been here, we're a good place to visit. We really are. We've got mountains. You can rest. You can relax. We'll sing. You can come to Sunday church. We're open the doors. Come on in. It's a great place to be. But we want you to realize that as other Virginians, you're not familiar with our economic situation. So we'd like for you to realize when you go to vote on regulations and things that when you're talking about taking away business such as coal, which is what Southwest Virginia really is, that you're taking the food out of children's mouths. So.
Last question, what are your hopes?
My hopes. Well, I hope that the wars stop everywhere, if you're talking in general. I hope that soldiers get to come home, and I hope that businesses come back and manufacturing comes back to our country, and that our kids get to stay in their hometown if that's what they want to do.